Danielle, would you read the statement of adequate notice?
In accordance with Chapter 231, PL 1975, the Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice of this meeting has been provided as required, specifying the time and location, with such notice as being sent to the Asbury Park Press and the Times of Trenton, posted on the Municipal Public Notice Meeting Bulletin Board, and filed with the Township Clerk.
Okay, thank you. Would everyone please stand and join us for a flag salute? I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thanks everybody. Danielle, would you please call the roll?
Chairman Newman.
Yes.
Committeewoman Zabrowski.
Yes.
Mr. Coffey.
Yes.
Mr. Lambros.
Yes.
Ms. Sinha.
Yes.
And for the record, Vice Chairman Pato, Committeeman Ziner, Mr. Beck, and Mr. Pepe are absent, as is our alternate, Mr. Perino. We do have 5 members and do have a quorum.
Okay, thank you. Before we get started on the formal elements of the agenda, first item is open for public comment. If there's anyone here that would like to approach the board on something that's not otherwise scheduled for discussion tonight, this is your opportunity. Seeing none, we'll close the public comment portion and move to the substantive part of the agenda. First is approval of minutes. There's 2 minutes to approve. We'll do them separately. First one was from our October 9th, 2024 meeting, which have been distributed. Would somebody like to make a motion to approve? And
I'll make it.
Go ahead, Steve. Thank you. I'll second. Is there any comments or suggested revisions? Seeing none, Danielle, please call the roll.
Chairman Newman.
Yes.
Committeewoman Zabrowski.
Yes.
Mr. Coffey.
Yes.
Mr. Lambros.
Yes.
Ms. Sinha.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, next is approval of our December 4th, 2024 special meeting minutes. I'll make that motion to approve. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thanks, Steve. Any comments or suggested revisions? Seeing none, Danielle, please call the roll.
Chairman Newman.
Yes.
Committeewoman Zabrowski.
Yes.
Mr. Lambros.
Yes.
Motion approved, Rena.
Okay, thank you. Next up are a couple of resolutions. Of course, we'll do them separately. The first one is Buca and Rossetti, Block 57, Lot 27.02. Would somebody like to make a motion to memorialize that resolution?
I'll make the motion.
Okay, thank you. Is there a second?
None.
Okay, we have a second. Any comments or suggested revisions? Seeing none, Danielle, please call the roll.
Chairman Newman.
Yes.
Committeewoman Zabrowski.
Yes.
Mr. Coffey.
Yes.
Mr. Lambros.
Yes.
Ms. Sinha.
Yes.
Motion approved 5.
Okay, thank you. Next resolution on our agenda is US Tank, Block 16, Lot 9.06. Would someone like to make a motion to memorialize that resolution?
I'll make it.
I'll second.
Okay, all good, thank you. Any comments or suggested revisions?
Mr. Chairman, I did ask if we could add the comment. There were a couple comments from the board about defining what the temporary was. I sent that out in a follow-up.
Yeah, you sent that in
24
an
hours on
email.
site.
Yeah, so is the motion and second including that additional revision from Danielle?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, all right, we're all good, Danielle. All right, so any comments or suggested revision on that revised motion? Seeing none, Danielle, please call the roll.
Chairman Newman.
Yes.
Committeewoman Zabrowski.
Yes.
Mr. Coffey.
Yes.
Mr. Lambros.
Yes.
And Ms. Sinha.
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Next on our agenda are a couple of applications. Just want to note, Danielle, you mentioned that the second one, the request for informal review, has been adjourned or delayed?
Correct.
Okay. Do we need to take any action on that to confirm that?
It's not a noticed hearing, it's an informal, so do we know when it's rescheduled, or we have not
They
yet
may
done
want
that?
to meet with our board engineer and board planner prior to coming in, or may hold off on doing that totally and may just come to the board with a full application at some point, but they want to maybe sit down with our professionals first.
Okay, so,
So we'll just carry it with a new date.
Yeah.
okay, sounds good, thank you. So let's go to the first application, request for 1-year extension of approvals, Force 5 Holdings, Block 18, Lot 2.04. Is there someone here on behalf of the applicant?
Yes, hi.
Hi.
Good evening, everyone. John Richler from the firm of Soundblick Marin Licata on behalf of the applicant. I also have my engineer here, but to give you a quick rundown of what's been going on, the applicant's been diligently working. We actually just got the developer's agreement done this
Wait,
week.
have a seat,
Oh, sure.
relax.
We actually just got the developer's agreement done this week. DNR we got their approval in October, and then November, I think it was 25th, the DEP deemed our application for the TWA complete, so it's still pending in that, so we're waiting on DEP approval. So we're looking for the 1-year extension to get that done, get them up and running, and get this thing constructed.
Okay, I see that from the notes on our agenda, the original resolution was memorialized November 2022.
Yes.
So what exactly is the time frame of the
So
extension?
I think it was November 9th.
November 9th, so there's 2 years and before they can request up to 3 1-year extensions.
Yeah, so it'd be 1 year from November 9th of
November
this
9th
year.
of 2024
Okay.
to 2025.
I asked this more for a personal matter, but do you know the reviewer at DEP on your TWA application? If you don't know it off the top of your head, skip it.
Oh, I don't know his name, but we've done, I can't remember it, but we've done a couple of these with him. And I've had a lot of contact with Amin, I can't remember if that's his first or last, I'm sorry, but
Kirit?
he's been, yes, very
Kirit,
involved
okay.
in this particular project
Okay.
with the fields and then all the individual septic. So just to refresh your memory, the whole design has been approved and is constructed. What we have to do now is get a permit to connect into it, just like the sanitary sewer owned by the town or a treatment plant owned by an authority. We still have to get a permit.
Okay, Lorelei, do you either swear or affirm that any testimony you have given or may give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
It is. Thank you, sorry.
All right, no, I put you in that spot, sorry about that. Okay, thank you, just more curious than anything, I've just been having a run of DEP, TWA stuff.
Yes, well, they do tend to wait till the last week or two to give you their comments.
Yeah, then they asked for that extension for 30 days.
Yeah, sometimes, although they didn't, when we did the one for Duck River, which is the next lot closer to Route 33, we got it within the 90 days.
Wow,
So, and I believe that the one for the 130,000 square foot building that Mazer did, Colliers did,
Mhm.
that one they got in 30 days too. Because I helped out on that one by making contacts because I'd done all the work on the rest of it,
right.
so.
Okay, all right, we'll
Yeah.
talk later. Compare notes. Anything else from the applicant?
No, I think that's basically it. That's kind of our last remaining item.
Okay. Mike, I know we asked our professionals that they did not need to attend. There wasn't anything substantive for them. Anything else we need to focus on?
Concerns are whether there's been any changes to the immediate vicinity and the character of the area, or whether there's been any changes in the zoning applying to the property.
I'm not aware of any, that there are any changes to the zoning or the.
Can we ask Lorelei just to
Sure.
confirm that?
Yes, so the rules that you adopted in 21 or 22 that changed the BP zone, they were already in place when we came before you for this project. So the zoning for FAR, building height, all of that was in accordance with the newest of the BP zone, and I don't believe the BP zone has been changed since that. 21?
The only change that I'm aware of is the tree removal and tree preservation
Right,
plan
and-
requirements.
Yes, and there aren't actually any trees there because it was regraded as part of the original subdivision.
Okay. All right, thanks. Any questions from any board members? Mike, is this one that we need to open to the public?
Yes, you do.
Okay. At this time, we'd open this application up to any members of the public that have any questions or comments. Seeing none, we'll close the public portion of this application. Any further comments or summation from the applicant?
No.
Okay, great. Unless there's anything else from the board, I'll move ahead with a motion to approve the 1-year extension. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, Mike, are there any conditions that the board should consider with this extension?
Usually the extensions are subject to all the conditions from the original resolution.
Okay.
To be continued.
All right, and that'll roll with my motion and the second?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Any further comments on the motion? Seeing none, Danielle, please call the roll.
Chairman Newman,
Yes?
Committeewoman Zabrowski.
Yes.
Mr. Coffey,
Yeah.
Mr. Lambros,
Yes.
and Ms. Simcox.
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Good night. There's nothing else on our agenda in terms of business, although you did hand out a memorandum, Danielle.
Yes.
So you want, is that for us to just look at?
It's for you just to look at. It's a case that just came out that is regarding reexamination reports. And it was a case where the town failed to adopt a reexamination report. The applicant came in saying, your zoning's no longer presumptively valid, because that's what the statute says. And they said, your zoning's invalid, so you can't consider anything except what we put on the table. And basically, the board said, wait a second, it's a presumption that is rebuttable by the town and by the board. And the town didn't give any ability, or the town wasn't given the ability to rebut this. And we're gonna remand it and send it back and make you guys listen to more testimony to see whether or not, notwithstanding that there was no reexamination report, that the ordinances were still reasonable.
Okay, so my suggestion is, I just know for me personally, let me read this, haven't looked at it, and then perhaps we can revisit it if we have any questions at the next meeting. Maybe we need to get McKinley involved to see if she wants to guide us on what steps we might take to make sure we're protected.
It's just to make sure that you've got 10 years between, but to make sure that you're on schedule, that you're gonna adopt the reexamination report in time, so that we don't have this issue.
Is this
Yeah.
a re-examination of the master plan?
Correct, yes.
Yes.
Anything
So,
else?
yes, we are in the middle of planning our budgets for next year, and one of the things that I'm budgeting for and looking to budget for is to have McKinley start doing the reexamination work. I know that we've talked about it before, we're discussing it for starting some things for this year, so we may want to look at starting a subcommittee for the new year and start planning for 2027.
Well, for your budget purposes, how do you know what to put in? Did she give you a number?
We're in discussion, so she's gonna get a proposal together, and
So when do
we'll
you
work
have to
on it.
have that budget done?
I believe the date was in January, but I will double check. January, the first week of January, so I will double check.
So if it predates a planning board meeting, which it sounds like it will, I'd like to, feel free to use me to take a look at her proposal. Tell
Absolutely.
her it's too
Oh, I'll share
high
it with you, absolutely.
and all that.
Absolutely.
I can rehearse better than that. It'll be fine.
Absolutely.
All right, good. Yeah, you don't have to be the bad guy. I'll play that role.
Strong shoulders.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. You probably play it better than me, to tell you the truth. But, okay, yeah.
We will start working on it. We don't want to get caught in any
Yeah,
predicament.
yeah, and I don't want to, so you'll do the best you can with her on the budget. I'll take a look at it, and I will use the age-old technique of, can you do a little better? It's
Like a little
shocking
shakedown, I
how that
gotcha.
works. All right. Anything else from anyone? No? Okay, so is it appropriate for a motion to adjourn and enjoy the
Only.
holiday season?
Only if you
But-
say happy holidays to everyone.
Yeah, I was
got
there,
you.
I know, okay, all right. I'm not very good at that, I
You
know.
What is
And
it?
we have no
Which one is
party,
it?
and we have no
It's not
celebration,
specific to a month.
sorry,
It's
I
not
just,
specific.
that's how I, whatever. Anyway, so I will make a motion to adjourn, and that, the requirements of that motion is that everyone have a wonderful holiday season. Thanks for joining us so close to the holidays, and happy early New Year.
And I want to say
Happy
thank
New
you
Year.
for
You
all
too.
the stuff everyone does here.
Happy New Year.
You're
Happy New Year,
Thanks.
guys.
All right, so
I mean,
we'll
we
see.
came here,
Happy
we
holidays.
came here for all this rain for 10 minutes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
It's
Once in a
really-
while I can go home
You
early.
get a cheap meeting. There
Look
you
how
go.
dedicated we are. You
You
don't
get a
get,
cheap meeting.
yeah.